Hello, everyone.
Wolffort, eager to report House N's
RPG's
illicit dealings to
King get here
Hyzante,
back with some more triangle
rebuffs an
strategy.
attack from Booker, Sorslay's
Here's the
loyal
previous
assistant,
part.
and gains entry to the city. Alas, Camsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorslay's misdeeds.
Okay. In the Shadows of Suspicion, Part 1. Alrighty. Yeah, we knew this was gonna happen.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolffort to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolfforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it
I actually
sound
like
so
this dude.
scandalous.
Oh well, I don't
All
trust
do,
any of these
I
people
do for
now.
our beloved Hyzante.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolffort's next move.
This whole city is corrupt. Should know that there's no one good in here. Considering that they have fucking slaves. They're fucking assholes. Citadel in the sands. Tobias finds Sorcery in high spirits. Alrighty.
Well, if it isn't Tenebris. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Who's Tenebris?
Minister Sorcery, I see you are in high spirits.
Oh, your voice is familiar.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolffort is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Saltiron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
Oh, he's
If they
Shido's
fail,
voice actor.
I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebris?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
Not supposed any of these assholes.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Fucking scumbags. Hate them all. Hate them all. Alrighty. Benedict and Jen's, okay? I think this is Benedict's second one, but I think this is actually technically Jen's third one. The first one was he joined it, and then we had one afterwards, I believe.
Once we have stacked those sandbags, we should be well fortified against even the fiercest deluge.
Leave it to me. This old wolf has some vim in him yet. Phew. Haven't used some of those muscles since before I can remember.
I must say, when I saw the enormity of the task before us, I did not think we would finish in mere bells. I had braced myself for a full day of labor, at the very least.
Thank Benedict for that. We'd still be searching for weaknesses in our perimeter had he not been guiding us.
Indeed, but let us not understate Eridor's feats of strength.
Come now, Eridor. How many times must I tell you to be delicate with the sandbags? We only have so many at hand.
I hear you, I hear you. I'll treat him as delicately as my lady love, in the absence of one.
Now is not the time for jests, Eridor.
If you don't want me complaining and you don't want me jesting, then I guess I'll just shut my mouth.
To hear them trading barbs like children, you would never think they work so well together.
Wisdom and strength. Two pillars that keep House Wolffort standing strong.
Wisdom, eh? He wasn't always that way. Took him plenty of failing to get where he is now.
I find that difficult to believe.
Is there something you wish to share with us, Eridor?
Might be. Maybe you've forgotten the folly of 20 years past, but my mind is a steel trap.
The folly of 20 years past. Yo, look at them young.
And what's our task for today?
Oh, sweet. I was like, oh man, it would be great if they show them younger. And it is. That's awesome that they show a younger version of them.
We are to deliver this message to Lady Destra with all haste.
Oh, that is awesome. That shows the... Oh, I am...
Seems simple enough. Send a bird.
Fuck. That's such a good, nice attention to detail, in my honest opinion, is that they even changed this to be their younger forms. I love that. That's awesome.
I would not trust a bird in this rain. A horse would be more reliable, and swifter besides.
Is that so? I respectfully disagree, my friend. Either way, I'm not going to be the one nursing you back to health if you catch the chills.
Shall we make it a wager, then? Send a bird, and we shall see who reaches Lady Destra first. You had best hurry.
What? Benedict?
Off he goes. Well then, where are those damned hawks? As I recall, Benedict arrived at around the same time as the hawk. If it were a sunny day, he might have won.
Ah, the folly of youth. Many of our best days were spent in Lord Simon's service. We made many such wagers, in an attempt to get into Lord Simon and Lady Destra's good graces.
I remember when...
That's actually nice.
I believe we have had enough reminiscing for one day, Eridor.
Don't be such a harsh taskmaster, Benedict. Where's the harm in a story?
Ask me that again when the floodwaters break through our meager fortifications. There is much to do and little time to do it. Wouldn't you agree, Anna?
Me?
Old friends or old enemies? Sometimes it is hard to tell with those two.
Whatever the case, our work's done for the day. And there's nothing like a hard drink after hard labor. You two care to join me?
I would love to. Please, regale me with more tales of your youth.
I see no harm in one drink.
Let's be off then.
Shall we invite Benedict along?
You'd only be wasting your breath.
Now that you mention it, I do not believe I have ever seen you two sharing drinks.
Spirits cloud the mind, so I rarely drink. When I do partake, however, I prefer to do so in quiet. I fear Eridor would only spoil that.
This is Benedict's thing, right? I thought this is more like an Eridor. Ah, it's one or the other, I suppose. That was a nice one. I like these little stories. These remind me of the, I mean, I hate doing it, but it reminds me a little bit of the Fire Emblem, events. You know, like when you're like get a ranking with your Fire Emblem characters. It reminds me a little bit about that, which is pretty cool. So I like that. Somewhat comparing this to Fire Emblem again, but that's fine.
Resource, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it's the type of game. Like I said,
Are you
Tactics.
studying ironworking?
I honestly don't remember if Tactics had anything like that. It's been
Yes,
years since I played
borrowed it
Tactics.
some time ago from the archives in the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost.
I want to say no.
I haven't had a chance to return it. What with the state of affairs being as it is.
Ian's? I can't remember the last time you privileged us with a visit.
Well, my weapons aren't going to forge themselves. But now that I've a respite from my days of sweat and flame, I thought I'd continue my studies.
You hunger for knowledge the way a fire hungers for kindling.
I'd never have become the blacksmith I am if not for what I gleaned from these tomes. If it takes a lifetime of studying and striving to forge the perfect weapon, then so be it. One day, all will know the name of Ian's, the greatest smithy the realm has ever seen.
That is all well and good, but would you mind proclaiming that a little more quietly?
Yes, apologies. In my excitement, I quite forgot I was in a library.
I must say, I can't help but admire your burning ambition. But while we're speaking in hushed tones, our army has been anything but quiet as of late. You forge weapons for them, yes? Might you have any insight into the matter?
I wish I did, but I have scant time for the goings-on outside my own small forge. Though, now that you mention it, my orders from the army have increased.
Could it be that they're preparing for war? As if a war could break out on the eve of our three nations' grand new venture.
Indeed. That would be unthinkable. Aesfrost's sudden attack on Glenbrook confirmed my worst fears. And once the war started, I could forget about returning this book. But I still hope to. One day, when peace has returned to our realm.
I hope you will fight by my side till it does.
Without hesitation, my lord.
Not a bad one, but I feel like it was I don't want to say a weak one, but it was a little weak, I would say, but oh well. Okay. Alright. So who can be promoted? Basically these guys down here. I thought I already heal what ails you. Heal any allies stats. It's not something that I feel like I need right now. Increase the range of the first normal attack used after battle begins by 2. I feel like that's not necessary either. Always counterattack upon taking physical damage from an adjacent enemy. That's honestly not that bad. Well, you Oh, you get both these abilities right away. Grants 1 TP at the start of battle. Grant an ally the chance to act twice on their next turn. Yeah, everyone's already a veteran. Recruits are down here. Oh boy. I gotta go with Anna. Anna, I feel like, is definitely the better one.
I must be ever ready.
Surprise attack. 22A. Okay. If I had another one, I probably would have done Benedict, but just can't. You still don't sell any of that stuff. Okay, is it just those two that can upgrade stuff? Who else needs crystal for their thing? Need silver. You do. A lot of people need silver for theirs. You know what? I will do this. But we don't have any quality stones. Okay. Increase the effect duration of haste by 1 turn. Increase the effect of haste. Increase jump by 1. Increase magic attack. Increase weapon potency. Increase my HP. I could increase damage up by delay strike or hawk range. Fiber stuff. I'm gonna increase your physical defense. Won't be by much, but increase the fight duration. Did we get a new fight? I'm going to assume so. We did. Alright. Let's do some exploration. I'll go around. Hopefully we can get all the info that we need.
Sorcelet may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Camsell requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Aesfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorcelay until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
Time to gather some testimonies as to Sorley's crimes. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. Need to balance the ledger, you see. Do come again. I now have more pressing concerns at present. That damn officer hunted me like a dog. If we'd but leave this place, I could return to my home. This is all heresy, but I understand Aesfrost occupies Glenbrook. The kingdom is a dent of inquiry. It's true. The lack of adherence to the goddess's teachings has no doubt brought this fate upon them. Illegal Where is all this talk coming from? I will not stand for these absurd accusations. What proof have you? Well, when you do have business as I do, rumors about oneself tend to propagate. It would behoove you to interrogate the rumors you hear before reporting them. Yes, but it would also be best not to let sleeping rumors lie. Keep digging and keep me apprised of any new information you may find. I'm eager to be of service. I judge by your garb you hail from Glenbrook. Have you come to gaze upon the wonder that is the holy state? Surely you have made many tales from your journey to our fair lands. Do tell, do tell. This will become a long conversation. I'll have to save it for another time. The 77 have been recognized by the goddesses of Salt herself, and are tasked with leading the faithful of Hyzante. Atop this order sits the Holy One, who enjoys the privilege of hearing the goddesses speak in her own words. The Holy One then decimates her words to the Saintly Seven, who hand them down to people, thus granting the Holy State her blessings. I, of course, take pride in the uniquely superior construction of our society, but how do you, as an outsider, find it? As advantages fans like any other hesitate to call it superior. Not so unnatural, the Holy One is your sovereign and Saintly Seven their loyal ministers. System of rules are not so easily compared. They are the results of choices made by people over the arc of their shared history. I fucking hate it. I wouldn't call it superior, it's bullshit. Not so unnatural. Whatever, I'll go with this one. I will not have you put us in with those other nations. Oh, you could not be more wrong. Fuck you. Saint Seven, protect and follow the goddess' teachings, just like us. They do not operate on greed as their rulers and nobles of their nations do. They are not simply oracles sent to lead the people. Yes, so your dogma tells us, though I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. Only those who have official business with Mystery Manager. If you have no appointment, I ask you to leave. I've learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorceley as well. Surely he left some notes in his journal. You have my blessings to read it if you find it. The goddess tolerates much in the search for the truth. Mr. Ekstrom is occupied for the moment. If you have business with him, I bid you write him a letter. A letter? That presumes I have something to write with. Only those with special permissions may enter the palace. Take your leave. As the source is forbidden. I care not where you came from, what nation you hail. None may enter the source. If you're not here to enter the source, then I shall hear you out. What is it you wish to know? Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there something you wish to hide? I hear tell of a secret ledger of the soul's shipments. Does this sound familiar? It only makes me long to source all the more. Is there truly nothing you could do? Why guard the entrance so closely? Not that I wish to hide, no. I am here keeping secrets. And now, in all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. Swear to me you'll not enter the source, and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer, different from one we see during the day, carry salt off to the night under cover of darkness. I confess I've received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters. My conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor, in the middle of the night. Highly suspicious. I shall make note of that. I'd wager that this person is involved in Sorceley's illegal enterprise. Can I let you pass without proper permission? You may go no further. Aesfrost's boats are of their freedom from the mountaintops, yet it is only ever the rich and powerful that rise to the top of the wretched duchy. While here in Hyzante, all are equal under the goddess's watchful eye, and all may live in peace. I scarcely need ask, but which nation in your estimation has the right of it? Freedom necessary for all, I stand with Hyzante on that matter. It is the work of the nation's leader to ensure peace and equality. We have much to learn from Hyzante's rule. Neither the Kingdom of Glenbrook, which I serve, best you both. Oh god, I hate all of these in all honest opinion. I mean, just because I say fuck you to Hyzante. Well, it's fit for a foolish unbeliever. You see, all one needs in this world is the goddess's blessing. Though it takes a single-minded observation with freedom to deliberately deprive oneself of her blessing and her salt, so perhaps I should command you. Her blessings are reserved for only the most righteous adherents. What happens to the nations of unbelievers is not my concern. So this is how the faithful of Hyzante think. Fuck you. You're garbage. We're looking for a rebel who was last seen in this area. Have you any memory of such a person? Why do you mean the one who just wants to go home? Perhaps this rebel will provide me with some information if I can convince this guard to move. Do I want to do this now or should I wait? I don't want to do that yet. Cannot say I have. I hate how finicky this is. There's a woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sides and sorts. She always has some fresh morsel or other. It would behoove you to speak with her. A rumor monger said, I should very much like to speak with her. Yes, thank you. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. Need to balance the ledger, you see. I'm terribly sorry to intrude, but might I borrow the pen and paper just there? I have a very important letter to write. If such paper will suffice, then you certainly may. Make use of the ink well, too. Now to write that letter to Exerham. This is an important proposal from Mr. Exham. I bid you deliver him at once. Very good. I shall see that it reaches Mr. Exham myself. I should secure Mr. Exham's cooperation in exposing Sorley's crimes. Pray you him soon. We cannot be too prepared, considering we're up against one of the Saintly Seven. You are right about that. Aha. So an unsavory character is making off with Salt, you say? I confess that not even I had noticed, if what you say is true. Though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would they get this smuggler Salt to Aesfrost in the first place? Guess I have no idea. Wax does not follow every lead. I wish to stomp out critical. I understand you are aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzante. I should like to hear more about them. You wish to hear the popular rumors of Hyzante? You need have been so coy. Oh, where to begin? Where to begin? Have you heard the tale of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port in secret, only to vanish as quickly and quietly as it came. A shipment that disappears in the night. The how of their salt exports had eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it on the ship as she speaks of. Ah. Ah, yes, the disappeared vessel would figure nicely into the plot. It is fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you this in the strictest confidence. Talk to House N's crimes has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorceley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in an illegal enterprise as you suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his book to go unbalanced. I've kept a second ledger. A secret account, of course. With that in hand, we'll have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. Alrighty. Oh, hey, I didn't realize that this is a house to walk in. Oh, hello, hello. What's this? This must be a journal the secretary keeps. Looks like to be underlined something here of emphasis. I find Sorceley's End's recent behavior highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook officials in secret, wherein he distributed generous bribes. Bribing Glenbrook officials? This is extremely valuable evidence. I must make note of it. Nice. Okay, we got that ledger. I did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. What? Thank you, good sir. You've done a good deed this day. Pray be calm, for he is gone. Has he? At last I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there naught I can do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything of House N's illicit salt dealings? Illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. And even a source will do. How might one go about prying into the affairs of House N? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. Located besides the entrance of the source. If Sorceley has anything to hide, he will most certainly have hid it there. The encampment, if we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it generally does not exist. It is also the most brazen and dangerous course of action. We'll have to wait for the cover of darkness. Search the encampment, it's best to do so at night. Alright, I think that's everything we can do. But I guess let's go talk to both of those guys again, just to be on the safe side. Mr. Sosa is known to be a meticulous man, staying concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. Okay. So the bribes my secretary mentioned in his journal appear to be true. All that remains is to see what role they played in his illicit distribution enterprise. Alright, I believe that's it then. You know what? Let's be on the safe side and I'll make a save first. Just be on the safe side here. I've heard enough. Now to return to the encampment and organize my thoughts.
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorcelet is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorcelet himself. What is his crime?
Bribe nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook. Is this what I should say? I honestly don't know. Should I say this? I feel like I should say this.
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Aesfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorcelet's improprieties.
Secret ledger.
Claris said Sorcelet kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
The encampment.
By which you mean Sorcelet's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
Might the bribe Sorcelet plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
We know the ledger tracking the tainted salt exists.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorcelet will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camsell once more.
Oh. I'm gonna keep going just for a little bit longer. Yeah. I'll keep going just for a little bit longer.
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Kamsal, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
Ask me not.
Minister Kamsal will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is in our power to do.
You! Are you House End's dogs?
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolffort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolffort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorcelet End unto unlawful acts. Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
House End is the guilty party, not Serenoa.
If you've testimony to give, you are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of Hyzante. I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter. If you can persuade some of the ministers to side with us, Sorcelet will have nowhere to run.
Perhaps. Or you could end up the one with his head on the chopping block, Serenoa.
Even so, we cannot
The
make
scales
an
of
end
conviction.
Hyzante, else we truly will be alone.
He's like, oh, should I do it? He's like, oh, should I do this or not? Let's get the scales. And the people are like, what? It's like, don't worry, we'll do this. And they're like, well, no, what? No.
I must stand trial, plead my case to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, and hope that they believe me.
Alrighty. This is definitely going to be an interesting one for sure. I might make a save again. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll make a save just to be on the safe side.
You've been summoned to the palace, Minister Kamsal. The Holy One is to hear the accusations against Minister End and question House Wolffort.
Very well. So, Sorcelet has made the first move. Serenoa must not have been able to secure evidence against him after all. But order cannot truly be restored simply by sentencing House Wolffort. I must make of this opportunity what I can.
So there is to be a trial. I see.
The Holy One requires the presence of the Saintly Seven immediately.
And here I thought you nearly had him, Wolffort. Did I overestimate you? No matter. There is more than one way to trap a greedy boar. Now then, who will be best put to the task?
All right. No.
The inquiry of House Wolffort, stood accused by Minister Sorcelet-End, will hereby commence. We of the Saintly Seven will preside over this trial. Serenoa Wolffort, you stand before the Holy One. Do you swear by the goddess to speak the truth?
Fuck your goddess. She's dead and I'll kill her.
I swear.
Answer Saintly Seven's questions and prove Sorceless's guilt. Oh, lordy.
Minister Exham Marshal, you may begin the proceedings.
We know Minister Sorcelet quite well, having worked with him for these long years. But we know comparatively little of you, Lord Serenoa. Therefore, we must first determine whether you are worthy of our trust. Surely you have not forgotten his position among the Saintly Seven of the Holy State of Hyzante?
I have written it all down as tradition requires.
Yes, I have read through your report. It is a sign of sincerity that you would proceed according to our customs. Indeed, I can confirm you are a man of honor and integrity. Once all presiding over the trial have had a chance to express their opinions over your report, we shall pass our judgment. I have nothing further to ask.
Next, Minister Camsel-Farrant will make his inquiries.
You must understand the difficult position you have put us in, sauntering into our home to denounce one of our own. We are a welcoming people, and so must be wary of those who seek to take advantage of our open hearts. If a stranger came to you with unfounded accusations against one of your people, I doubt you would take him at his word. Have you any proof of the foul deeds you claim have taken place in our land?
Ooh. There have been shipments of unlawful salt. I've witnessed the salt transport. Well, it's definitely gotta pick one of these. Witness, I guess.
I have a witness who has seen the salt being transported. One of the guards at the source.
Oh, one of our citizens. Any entrusted to protect the source must swear an oath of honesty to the goddess before assuming duty. Well then, it seems we ought to consider the matter a little further. I have nothing more to ask.
Minister Tenebrous, if you would.
It isn't strange that lay people would fail to grasp the goddess's infinite wisdom. We seven, however, do understand her will. For most, our teachings are the only way they know how to live according to her plan. It is moot to judge Sorcelet, one of the seven, based on evidence brought against him by a layperson, no matter what that evidence may be. Unless you have testimony from one who understands the goddess's will.
There is simply nothing we can do.
Bribery or secret ledger? Huh.
Lord Clarus of the Consortium is the one who informed me of Sorslay's secret ledger. If you cannot believe me, you must at least believe him.
Lord Clarus is indeed a man of excellent character, but he is still a mere merchant. One whose heart is ruled by coin cannot possibly understand the goddess's will. I've no further questions.
Minister Lila Viscraft, ask your questions.
It is plain to me that Sorsley has indeed engaged in misconduct, namely bribery. Yet while I do not doubt he bribed an official of Glenbrook, what the bribe was for remains unclear. Perhaps you can shine some light on the matter, Lord Serenoa?
Cargo vessel, that's the Spirit of the Middle of the Night. This one.
I believe he wished to ensure that word of the unlawful salt's destination would not travel.
Meaning that a powerful official in the Kingdom of Glenbrook was also complicit in this illicit trade. It would be possible to sell unlawful salt through all of Norzelia if one could ship it through Glenbrook. A secret worth its weight in gold indeed. I have no more questions.
I, Idor Delmira, will ask one final round of questions. I cannot deny, Lord Serenoa, that Sorsley can be foolish. But he is also dedicated to the goddess, and he has worked much good as one of the seven. Though he is not faultless by any means, I believe the goddess yet favors him. If we are to pass judgment on such a man, we must prove his guilt to the goddess herself. So let me ask you this, Serenoa Wolffort. Where exactly are we to find such evidence against Sorsley End?
There must be some evidence in House End's encampment.
Ah, yes. The goddess would not be able to see into a place so stripped of faith. Perhaps we would be remiss not to search the encampment on her behalf.
Okay.
My questions are done. Now we will confer with one another. The Holy One will pass judgment after hearing our opinions.
I think I got at least 3 of them.
Serenoa Wolffort, the Holy One has passed judgment. House Wolffort is found to have spoken true.
Hey!
Therefore, we find House Wolffort innocent and declare Sorsley End a traitor.
What?
Calm yourself. It seems the goddess has mercy yet to give you.
Praise her, and praise her wisdom. What mercy has she for me?
You will stand in combat against House Wolffort. Whomsoever emerges the victor will be cleansed of their sins.
Combat?
But your sins are indeed heavy, Sorsley. Therefore, we give this to House Wolffort.
Hooray. I did it. Alrighty. On to another fight. But guys, that's probably going to do it for this part of Let's Play Triangle Strategy. In the next part, guys, we'll do our fight and probably wrap up this chapter. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of, what did you think of that trial? That's definitely, so far, that's one of the, like, I don't even want to say it's a new thing, but that's definitely more, that's definitely something different that they've done in this than, they have in the previous, in anything in the game so far. And I think that's kind of nice in a way. So yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter and the RPG Kim Kid Twitter are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.